Good afternoon. I was going to say good morning, good afternoon. It is Sunday, casual day here at our house. We just went for a really long hike this morning. Very exciting. And I got a great question over, really got to get my hair fixed. I got a great question over the weekend. And that's what I'm here for, is to, hi Dawn, answer questions that you have, things that are on your mind that you're wondering about. And I thought it would be actually a little more fun versus answering the person directly to share with all of you, because if you are a sensitive who wants to make a bigger impact, which I know you do, this question might come up for you. So I'm actually waiting for my internet to come back up so I can share in the group. I'm going to actually share this over in Sensitives Rising as well. But the question, of course, is, do I need to take more classes? Am I good at, do I have really everything that I need? So let me get this shared over here, and then I'm going to just share again. It's such a great question. It's definitely, that's not what I clicked on. Okay. It's definitely come up for me throughout my journey and my path, and I'm very specific about what I choose to invest in, when, and with who. And so this can, nope, not on a page, sorry, putzing. Oh my gosh, so slow. Here we go. It's coming around. Post. Okay. I'm probably actually going to share one more on my page as well, just for the hay of it. I haven't been sharing videos as much lately, so bear with me, please. Okay, here we go. Sharing. All right, sharing's done. So, do I need to invest in more programs? Do I need more classes? How do I know what I need? Am I good enough yet? How do I get out there? I think as an entrepreneur, if you're a freedompreneur, whether you are in a spiritual business, whether you are out there to make an impact, which again, anyone in this community and Sensitives Worldwide, that's so fun to say the new name, is most likely looking at that. I want to make an impact, but how do I know when I'm really ready? How do I expand? How do I get out there? You see a lot of people doing what you want to be doing maybe, or at the level you want to do. How do I get there? Am I good enough? Do I have what it takes? Well, first I'll tell you that you do. You do absolutely have what it takes. Whether or not to invest in more programs. Some people call this shiny object syndrome. Yes, that can be true. I'll talk about that a little bit in a minute. But know that as a sensitive, you are drawn to specific things, and probably multiple things. I've yet to work with a sensitive who wants to make a greater impact, who has not felt like, oh my God, I have all these interests. What do I do with all this? This doesn't even make sense. How do I make sense of this and put it into my business? It all actually does make sense, but maybe from the perspective that I started this and I started this and I started this, and now what do I do with it? It might not. First, it's whether or not to take a class or a program. When you're looking at your gifts and how you want to make an impact, what you're doing to help others. This particular individual, this wonderful woman, is actually a medium. So her gifts are connecting with spirit, on the other side, crossover, right? And I happen to also know that she's pretty amazing because I've hired her personally to do my readings, and I highly recommend her services. Do you understand what your gifts are? Right? So in the example of being a medium or doing readings, or when you're looking at your gifts and how you want to use them, if that's a brand new thing for you, you might not understand all of it, right? So initially, of course, working with a spiritual teacher or mentor, someone that can show you the ropes, that has been there. Anyone that comes to work with me wants to make a greater impact, and so they're like, but what do I do with that? Where's my misalignment? Why am I not growing? Why is my business stuck? Where do I go from here? That's an example, right? So you're having this reoccurring something that feels like, I don't know what to do next. I don't know where to go from here. So that may be a great indication that, yes, a program or working with someone that's a mentor or a spiritual teacher totally makes sense. If your gifts feel very foreign to you, then yes, I would say that. This particular person happens to be farther down the road. She's done that work already and is looking at, do I need to continue to invest in these programs, whether online or working with someone? I'll also say, like, what is your goal? right? If there's something you're like, I really need to know how to do this. Personally, I find I love to work with people who, like, I could figure it out on my own, but I know that working with the right person will take me to the next level. It will draw out even more of what I want to accomplish. That, for example, right now, I'm working with a spiritual business coach. I'm working with, hi Jen, I'm working with a coach to help me write my signature talk. And from that work, way more has happened than just writing a talk, right? You understand that? So yes, sometimes it does make sense. And what is your goal? Is that program, that coach, that teacher, mentor, person, are they going to help you reach that goal? Like if your number one goal right now is to figure out, which I'm going to talk about some of this in a minute, to figure out how to do funnels for your business. You want to have the email, you want to have funnels, and you're like, I have no clue where to start on that. Might make sense to find someone you're really drawn to teach you how to do that. However, once you reach a certain point in your business as well, you can spend all your time and invest all your time and money into people teaching you how to do every single thing in your business, or you can invest and have someone who's an expert at it do it for you. So there's a difference there. A lot of times if you're starting or you're a side hustler or your business is not at the level yet where you can just hire people to do certain things for you, then yes, it would make more sense to YouTube it and look at different videos and figure out how to do that, or make an investment with someone to help you learn how to do it yourself. It's never a bad thing to learn more skills and more behind the scenes knowledge. Like where I started with my business and what I actually do now and behind the scenes, huge difference, right? Huge difference. But I'm also at the point where I know what makes the most sense for me. I want to be working with clients and speaking and teaching versus setting up a funnel right? But I do some of that because I have that knowledge. So what is your goal? Is the program, the mentor, the person, what they're offering, is that going to help you reach your goal? Or are you just like, well, maybe I should do that, or that sounds like something I need to know. So that's your head getting in there, and you're going to wind up investing in programs that really you don't have an interest in. You're never going to do it yourself because you don't even like it, right? So there's a lot of things that can get messy with this. And this is a lot of what I love to help my clients with, because there's so many ways to build your business. There's so much to know, but I don't say that to make it overwhelming. There is so much to know, and there is so much to do, and there is a ton that you can learn about business. However, what is best for you and your best approach, that is entirely different than maybe for someone else, right? So no matter who you are working with or where you are in your journey as far as building your business or making an impact, or right, it's about what feels right for me. And is that something that I really am drawn to and I really want to learn about? Example, like maybe you're super hyped about learning more about essential oils, but building a funnel, poke my eyes out, right? Do you need to know it? I mean, it's a good thing to know. But again, maybe it makes more sense for you to invest in someone to do it. And trust me, even when you invest in someone to do it, you get an understanding of it. You do. I'm never going to turn you away from learning more about your business. There's also a difference between learning by example. Hi Mindy, you're working with a coach, you're working with a spiritual teacher or a mentor, and they are literally teaching you. Like, I don't just teach about intuition, I teach you how to trust yourself, right? How to really trust and understand your emotions, how your intuition communicates with you, so that when it comes to things like this, do I invest in more classes? Should I be spending money on this? Should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? You can come back and say, hold up, let my intuition guide me in my business. By the way, if you are in any kind of business that has any kind of intuitive work, you better know how to trust yourself first, because that is a block and an obstacle I see with a lot of spiritual businesses. They have no self-trust going on whatsoever, but they're intuitively trying to guide other people. That's a misalignment. You got to believe in yourself, and you got to know what's right for you. Hey, Brittany, right? So we have to get really clear about what is my intuition telling me and what is the best intuitive decision for me right now. So there is a difference between working with someone who's teaching you. If you're just starting, example, at the woman that sent the question, when she was just starting as a medium, didn't know what to look for, wasn't interpreting, where do I begin? How do I even know, right? What does that even look like? And what do I know? So working with a mentor, absolutely. Now, there's a difference, though, between learning by example from a spiritual teacher or mentor and learning by doing. You can stay in all the classes for the rest of your life and never actually go out and do it, and you'll never learn enough. There's just some things you need to learn through experience. The type of coach that I am and teacher that I am with my clients now compared to when I started in 2006, world of difference. Was I good? Sure. I mean, clients got results. Where is it at now is just so different. And I could have taken a million classes for the last 16, 18 years, and I would not have learned and understood some of the things that were delivered while I was working with a client. So don't feel like I really just need to hang in these classes to learn everything. Like I need to know everything before I go work with people. Here is the difference, though. Working with someone on something that you have not mastered in your own life, that is misalignment. That's not gonna, but if you've been through something and you figured it out, you might have even developed your own skills and tools from it, right? That has happened to me where I figured out something that helped me get through, and it gave me an understanding and different perspective, and that became one of my tools. But I never, I haven't earned $1 million in my business yet, so I wouldn't go and say I'm $1 million in your business coach, right? Like that. So we want to make sure that we're in alignment, but don't let it hold you back from working with people on things and in areas of life that you have walked the path and made it through and figured it out. That is really also what can keep you in that loop where there is a difference from learning from a spiritual teacher and a mentor and actually learning by example through your services and working with real people. Trust me, man, you get tons of information, right? You all know that. Any of you that have real clients, you know that by doing the work, you also learn so much, right? And responses and reactions from real people that you are helping and working with, you cannot get that in a class. You can't get that. That feedback, I always want any sensitive that's out there doing a business, wants to make an impact. I want you to be able to validate for yourself that you know what you're doing, that you're amazing at it, that you're gifted, and that you're doing things in your zone of genius. However, when you work with a real life person who starts out really super stuck or feeling whatever they got going on, and by the end they're like, oh my God, like world of difference, can't even believe how I feel. This has helped me so much, right? You can't get that from a class. You're gonna like, will that ever happen for me? But see, that is what just reinforces your belief in what you're doing and how you can help people. And that's why working with real people is the other way to get more experience, not just more knowledge. Knowledge is awesome and great, but not if you're never applying it, right? Yeah, Brittany says, I come out of my sessions with my clients with my own opinion. Totally. How many times has a client ever been sent to you during a similar, like I'll just have gone through something and and I have these ahas, and then I'm like, whoa, well, good timing on this. Here's what's been going on. Or I also see common points. I'll receive questions from clients. Clients are going through certain things, and then I'll get another client who's going through, and it's all like on this weird ass timeline where everybody's kind of parallel. It's kind of freaky, right? Here's the other thing. Do you need more classes? Really be true with yourself. Are you hiding behind, I need more classes, I'm not good enough, I should probably take another class, right? Here's a big one. Here's a big one I want you to listen for. If you come across a class, you're just like, holy shit, this is exactly what I've been looking for. This feels so good and so right. You're not going to send me a question, should I take this class, right? But when you're kind of like, am I really ready to move away from taking all these classes and go out on my own and do my own thing? then it's really a sense, and that's what I'm getting from this wonderful lady. Just please validate for me that I'm on the right track. And yes, you are on the right track with, she kind of explained where she was feeling at, but it was such a great topic that I really wanted to bring it even on a Sunday, right? Brady says, I've been catching myself preaching and getting into that space of just letting the message come through. Oh, shoot. Of course, cut off the comment. Let me see if I can get it up here to read the rest of the comment. But here's one I want you to watch when you're thinking about investing in a program, or again, you're just going to get, man, an intuitive yes. It feels good, feels right, you're excited. This is timing. I love this. This is what I've been craving or what I've been, right? But if you're looking at a class or a program and you're thinking, oh, maybe this will be the thing that turns things around for me because you've been experiencing stuck points, plateaus, growth. Now, the way I'm saying this, be cautious, because I don't mean, okay, she said, just letting the message come through, and then in the back of my head I hear, you best be listening to what you're saying. Oh my God, so many times I've had things come through from live streams, working with clients, and I literally write it down because I got to use that again. That was really good. You know, woohoo, the energy's just coming through. So the way that I mean this is, you're looking for that, I'm looking for that, like, that silver bullet. I'm looking for that golden ticket, that thing, that something out there that's going to be the thing that's going to turn my business around, because, man, I haven't been growing, and wow, things just aren't coming together, and I just don't know why. Maybe it'll be this thing that I need. See, when you're going through like that, oh no, don't take the class, call me, because there's some other stuff going on that we need to talk about. However, when it does come, like I had a woman on Saturday, we had a energy alignment session, and she said, I saw your post and I just knew, I've been waiting to work with you, and I just knew I had to do it. And she didn't even hesitate. I mean, she was booked within seconds almost of me posting that an offer that I have made. Now, see, there's a difference between you just get a hot streak in you and you're like, I need to do this. Like, it's like a bam, okay? That's different than, oh, please, I really hope, gosh, if this program could just be the one thing that really just, oh, I hope, turns my business, please, around. Said, nope, do not invest there. There's some other things going on, not in alignment, and you can take that program and 6 more like it, and it's not going to be the thing that turns your business around because your energy's not in the right place and the belief isn't there. And when you're in that misaligned state, my God, you can have the most beautiful website, cost you $5,000. You could have the perfect brand. You can have a great message. You can have, programs that just sound amazing. And for some reason, right, you're like, but all I get is crickets and nobody's signing up. That's an energy thing. It is not a thing. It's not your systems. It's not your other stuff, right? The all, when, then game. Exactly, right? Like, ooh, please, let this be the thing. No, like it's about that energy and getting into that. Okay. Here's another question to ask yourself, but again, usually you already know if you should take the class or the program. Will it enhance my skills? I look at things like, I'm already doing something in my business, but I need a little refresher, or I'd like something that puffs up I want to get in alignment. Or sometimes it is fun and amazing, right, to go into a program with like-minded people talking about a goal that you have. Absolutely can help you up level and break through any kind of plateau, something like that. If it's going to enhance your skills, again, you're excited about it, it feels right, it feels good, then yeah, awesome. If it's, it sounds good. I probably would get a benefit. Remember, no intuitive maybe. Nah, pass on it. Trust me, you'll get more out of doing something else or working with a real person. But let's say you're a massage therapist and you want to add a technique, right, to what you're offering, or like Jen was on here and her techniques, and that might make sense, right? Doing readings, and there's always something that can enhance our skills, but again, just using that, is it a technique? Is it something that you want to add? I just, there is a difference, and this is something we're going to cover in the Dream Incubator Mastermind. There's a difference between shiny object syndrome and actually being in your gathering stage, where you're gathering knowledge and you're gathering expertise. There's a big difference between the two, and some of it is what I've touched on here. It's the energy behind your decision making. If you're just running from one thing to another thing to another thing, and you're actually not working with anyone, probably a pretty good sign that you're using classes and programs to sort of substitute actual progress, right? We want you working with people. I want you stepping out, and you're here to make an impact. We want you out doing that, not just forever in classes, right? Brittany says, I always think the things we sign up for should be used as tools instead of us putting all our stock in that. Completely right. Absolutely. That is a great way to explain it. It is right on. I already said this, but does it feel right? Is it a fit? Are you drawn to it, right? Is it not just, I think that would be good, or, because there's also a lot of hang-ups around, but I don't have a degree, but I'm not certified, but I'm not, and yet, trust me, dude, you are using your gifts in your life throughout your life. If you've been through real life shit, there's no degree for real life shit. Like, I've made it through, I'm still here, it didn't kill me. There should be a degree for that, but there's not. Right? I've made it through. I'm still standing. Guess what? And I'm shining brighter than ever. Yep, you got something there that you can help people with. And no degree is going to make you better at it. Okay? I'm not waving against degrees or certifications, but I can tell you how many gifted people I know that have all of this knowledge. They have studied topics and subjects for hours. They can have conversations that you would think they are a doctor, like they are so knowledgeable, right? But they won't step out and they won't proclaim their space because I'm not certified. Now, again, fine line between, I've had people ask me where I went to college. I didn't go to college. I don't have one college class or degree. I have tons of certifications, and I've done a lot of things, and I taught myself a whole hell of a lot, and I listened to my intuition, and so I built on that. I made my own foundation. I've actually taught classes and programs at a college, but I don't have a college degree. So don't you ever think that you need to have certain things in order to be successful. Nuh-uh. And yes, I said nuh-uh. Brittany says, it took me a bit to let go of that bullshit of, I need a rape crisis therapist degree to be taken seriously. I'm certified in my life. That's what makes me an expert. See? It's funny too, because when people really hear what you've been through in your life, when you're happy and you're bubbly and you're successful and you're out doing your thing, or people don't believe me when I say I'm an introvert, they're like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not an introvert. As if I don't know what introvert means. Yes, actually I am. I've lived it most of my life, and then I just decided, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to be quiet and off and scared and whatever was coming up for me. Not calling any introverts anything, okay? And they don't believe that, right? Because they don't believe that I was abused. They don't believe that I've had things happen in my life where I was almost raped, where I was attacked, where I was bullied. Initially, they're like, what? You? No, that can't be true. Yeah, actually it is. Why? Because I'm not broken, bitter, whatever, I don't know, whatever that to me just says, like, what people think happens to people who have bad things happen in their life. But say, like Brittany and I examples have taken things, and many of you have taken things, and that is why you want to make an impact, and most likely in the area that you want to make the impact. I got tired of being made to feel small and pushed into corners. I got tired of that, and I didn't want any other sensitive to feel that way. One, because of their sensitivity, but also because I knew what it felt like. I didn't want that. That's what makes me do this. It's what gives me, absolutely, I'm not going to be quiet. I'll go out and I'll tell you and I'll call you out to step into your gifts and to make that impact that you see, that you want to see in the world and you want to be part of. That is why this community is here. And yes, we've evolved into that because it is time. I don't want to keep talking about the time is coming. That was actually what I noticed. I kept talking about the time is coming when sensitives are gonna, and I was like, what am I doing? Why can't that be right now? hello, Sensitives Worldwide, and it is. So that's what we do. Want your thing? Just create it. Do it. You don't have to wait. It doesn't have to be based on a piece of paper or a this or a that or a program. This is about you stepping out. This is about you helping people. I know for a fact that if you want to make an impact, man, you have the biggest heart in the world and you are coming from the right place and you have great intention. This is about you trusting yourself more to make these decisions to assess, is this right for me? Will this enhance me and my business? Will it take my skills to the next level? Or is it something I'm telling myself I think I need to be good enough before I actually go out and do it? And it's a stall tactic. I talked about that on one of the videos last week. So, let's look at that, because truthfully, you can invest a lot of dollars, and I have. The biggest investment in my business every year when I do taxes, it goes right in here, right into me. I invest in myself more than buying certain things or I'm investing in someone really working with me. It's starting to change but the investment does go back into my business, because there's certain things it's that I don't want to be doing it, but also I need to be doing other things, right? More high touch things with real clients and doing that. So you can certainly invest a lot of dollars, a lot of time. But again, there's a difference between continuing education to continue to up level, right? Versus I'm just pouring money into stuff, hoping it's the thing, right? There's a big difference, and that is a misalignment. So we don't want that. So I hope that helps. I will say to the woman that sent in her email, and the question is really, I think you already have your answer. Like, as soon as I read the first couple sentences, she had already really answered herself, which I think she knows that probably by now, and especially if she's watching the replay. But for you as well, just looking at that, what's best for you. You can look at, where do I want to go from here? See, let's not use that need word. Not where do I need to go from here, because that creates this I don't have what it takes. I don't have what I need. It's missing. Let's say, where do I want to go from here? If this is where I'm at and I want to make a bigger impact, what does that look like? What resources can I add? How can I show up in a different energy and really align myself with where I want to go? So many times, which is why I'm doing the alignment sessions like hotcakes lately, because you're telling me I want this, but your energy is way over here, right? So what you want is this big, beautiful, expansive thing, but maybe you're showing up do you think that sounds good? Is it possible? Could it be? And I love doing alignment sessions. I mean, I'm excited about the Dream Incubator Mastermind coming up, because there's going to be a lot of alignment in there each week, right? Good. Dawn says, makes sense. Yes. It's your mind, your brain, right? You get, what do I always call it? Top heavy. You get top heavy trying to figure it all out. This hasn't been working, and it hasn't been growing, and I'm saying this, and I'm doing this, and I've been doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this. And for this wonderful woman I worked with over the weekend, she also had 15 other people she brought into the scenario, and different things, and people's ages, and it was all over. I was like, hold up. Why are you doing what you're doing? What is most important for you? Why do you want to make an impact? Now ask yourself, what is helping you create that? What is helping you step into who you need to be to get out there and do what you're here to do? For me today, it was going for a hike. We went for a long hike to a park that is a family favorite. I used to take my boys there, and it was wonderful. It was just great it was pretty muddy. I was like, why don't they have an emoji for mud? Because that's pretty much what the trails were, right? But it is all about you. I know it's about helping other people, and I know it's about making an impact, but you have to start with you, with your energy, with what have you been thinking about? Where is your mind fixating? What is it questioning and doubting? What is it believing in? What is it reinforcing for you? Those are magic for you. Those are magic. That if you answer those questions and you say, what do I need to do today? How do I need to show up? Where is my energy, and where does it need to be? Because anytime that you get up and you're like, man, I want to make an impact. I want to do it. I want to make a difference. I want to help people. but shit, I can't get up off this chair because my life sucks. Right? Misaligned, but I don't know how because it's so damn hard. But I can't figure out why it's not working. See, the tail end of that, right? It's the tail end. I want to make an impact. I want to help people. I want them to feel better. And I know I'm the one to do it. I know that I'm here to be in their life, to walk with them on their path, to help them get to the next level, to work through the shit because I've been there and I know because I've been there and I made it through that it doesn't have to be that way. And I am the one to show them that. So that's how I get up every day. That's how I show up in my business. The wonderful, awesome, amazing, gifted woman I worked with this Saturday was not showing up like that. And there's going to be more on the topic of what was going on for her. But I told her, man, you got to get in that energy before you even set foot in your business. Don't post one comment. Don't post one response. Do not create content until you are in your aligned energy, because you will work your ass off and you will not see the return, right? You will not see the return. All of you right now that are on here know what it feels like, because I know that too. I did a hell of a lot in my business. Brittany's like, fuck yes, exactly. I did it all. I worked my ass off. I worked hours and hours and hours. I did all this shit. And sometimes I look back, I'm like, what the fuck was I talking about? My energy sucked. Like I wasn't there, right? But then, boom, made the change. Do the teeniest, tiniest little thing and get this blow up response where people are like, shit, yes, like I'm in. I want that. Energy, my friends, it is all about alignment. You know what you know about why you're here. I will continue to remind you. I will validate for you until you do it for yourself. But I know if you have this vision and you see it, you know what you need to do. You absolutely know. You know who you are. You know why you're here. If it's feeling challenging, hey, that's why I'm here. I'm here to get you in alignment, because I'm not going to let you back down. I will not let you show up and feel small and challenges to this, or I don't know. You do know. It's beautiful. Of any decision you're ever going to make, whether it is personal, healthcare, in your business, who to hire, always check with yourself first. You're the expert in your own life. You are the expert, and it's time to start really referencing yourself as an expert. If you don't, I'm an expert. I'm an expert at what I do. When I went on TV Friday, that's how they announced me. She's a chief empowerment expert coming on our show, damn straight. Because I know what I know, and I've been there, and I've done that, and I'm here to help you say, I've been there, rock that, right? And this is about it. So this is Sunday, but guess what? Today is planning day. What's your week look like, right? Brittany says, I literally just got finished up with my content that literally embodies all of this that you're talking about. Then you absolutely high five yourself and high five from me. Getting in the right energy. Man, we try to do shit from our head. I know it because I did it, and it's so hard. Ugh, just sucks, right? It just sucks. But today is Sunday. You got a beautiful week ahead of you. What do you want that to look and feel like? Where are you plotting and planning the parts of your dream, the steps you need to take, how you need to show up? Are you saving enough time for yourself before a live stream to like, bam, bam? Man, before I go live, I get revved up. I might get ready, but I don't go live. Like I'm working through it. They're downloading. I'm getting the messages. I'm getting the energy. And I can tell when I don't do that, there's a difference, right? There's a difference. It's harder. And I can tell when I'm ready. The fact that I had a hike, hi Jade, and the fact that I was like, I got this question, I'm like, nope, we're going to answer this one live. This is a good question. It's a great thing to assess and think about as a freedompreneur, a side hustler, an entrepreneur, whatever title you got going on or you want to identify with. It's about energy and alignment, right? And knowing what you know. If you are intuitive, and you are, you got to trust yourself more than anyone. You're the expert. You're the expert at being you. You know what it's like to be you. You know what you're here to do and how you help people. And this week ahead is going to give you beautiful opportunities to do that. It's going to give you challenges to do that too. That's right. Because when you make the decision, when you say yes to your mission, there is greater support by the universe. I will tell you that, but you're also going to get challenged in ways you didn't expect. At the worst possible fucking time. You're going to get challenges where it's like, now, you really want that or not? And the challenges are to help you say, I'm standing my ground. I am not backing down. This is what I'm here to do. Bring all the challenges you want. I'm ready for the next level, right? I get challenges all the time, but I don't back down because I understand why they show up. And I say, oh, yes, universe. Thank you, universe. More, please, more, please. I'll take it all day long because every time you challenge me, I rise higher. Every time you challenge me, I'm going to get stronger. Right? So let's collectively make an agreement right now that we're in this together. We're in this to make a difference in the world. And that you have support, right? Our community is supportive. If you're not in Sensitives Rising, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, I got to get it too, right? It's Sensitives Worldwide now. Why? Because we are collectively here to elevate the vibe of the planet and make a difference. And that means you got to trust yourself more than anything. So I hope you got quite a few tidbits out of today. I now have to go work on some homework for my coach so that I get to show up all complete. And I will see you all back for throughout the week. But remember, if you're not signed up, tomorrow kicks off in Sensitives Worldwide the only Planning for Sensitives 5-day challenge. It is about how to show up, how to keep your energy right, how to take care of yourself and meet your energy needs while practicing expansion and actually being more to get more done instead of just trying to do more to get more done, right? Brittany says, yeah, taking the challenge with the custody shit as an opportunity for me to really get into my biz and show the fuck up. I'm telling you what, also good to see you, Jade. You know, Brittany, if you can handle the biggest challenge of your life and still show up, there is no stopping you. None. And it is so important. Sometimes we do that, right? We back down because, oh no, this is happening and I need to deal with this. And I'm not saying you don't. What I'm saying is you will show up better for that if you also continue on your path and you live your life on purpose. My Achilles heel happens to be, and I think Brittany would probably agree, it's with my boys. So anything's off in their life and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Right? Anything else? My stuff? Whatevs. I got that. Right? But them? I want to fix it. I want to take care of my boys. I have learned I can't do that. But I can show up for them also as a leader. And that means staying in my energy, staying in my center, staying in my strength, and doing what I do because, boy, it comes through a lot better than when I'm weepy and freaking out. Right? Yeah. So, all right. So you guys have a rock star week. And if alignment feels like an issue, or you have questions, or you have a question you want to email me, you want me to answer it live, Nicole@NicoleEisler.com, send it over. I love this. Look, we all go through things, right? She's like, oh yeah, my kids are the only way I can be hurt. Exactly. And, I'm here to share anything I can to help you trust yourself more, to help you step into more of your energy and your power, and also to help you move into more of your space to make your impact, right? So, all right, you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, rest of your weekend. Get your big dream steps planned and plotted through your week and watch for the challenge starting tomorrow. If you are over in Sensitives Worldwide, you'll see the post there. But just know that, hey, we're all here to make an impact and we're in this together. So let's go out and make a rockstar week, yeah? All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.